Hello, everybody. I hope you had a good time celebrating Jesus' birth. I had a fine time, but I couldn't help but notice what we have made Christmas. It has become much different than what it was intended to be. I see these Christmas trees and these presents and these ornaments and the presents and what these kids are getting, and I can't help but think that we're misguiding these children terribly. Training them to focus on things that are less than God. For example, I saw that my nephew received many like little action figures, and one of them was like Spider-Man. Other like I don't even know what these things were, but anyway, they were like amazed at them. They loved them, and they were showing me like, hey, like look at this, look what I got, and I'm just like, all right. Yeah, I was literally just like, I don't know what to tell you kids. But anyway, I realized like these are idols. These little figures are idols. Right? These kids are obsessed with these things, and they want to play with these toys of these action figures that aren't even real. And they want to spend more time with these things than they do with God. So we're training them, we're taking their focus away from God. So I was thinking, I'm like, like I don't want to just not let my kid watch Spider-Man or Iron Man or whatever. Like those are cool movies. So how do I get them to not be idolizing these movies or these superheroes? I realize I'm not going to be idolizing anyone. I don't really watch sports, and I don't think I'm going to be watching sports. And I think that's the equivalent of these action figures that these kids are obsessed with. And kids, they want to be like their parents. So they're going to see the way I live, and they're going to try to emulate that. Because kids want to be like their parents. They want the approval of their parents too. I remember my parents would always tell me to read all the time. They always told me read, and I'm like, I never wanted to. I'm like, none of my friends really read, I don't think. And I realize now that then I was probably subconsciously thinking like, you guys don't read, and you're fine. Like, what do I need to read? My dad and my mom played volleyball, and I remember being really young and seeing them play volleyball, and I always wanted to play with them, but since they were so much bigger than me, I was never allowed to play. But I really wanted to, and they kept saying no. And then I ended up playing volleyball, and look where I'm at now. But I never saw them reading. I never saw them praying. Right? So, what do they expect? So, I'm not going to be watching sports, obsessing over movies or actors or famous people, or I'm going to be doing my best to be living for God and making Him the priority of my life every day. And it's a battle. It really is a battle. There's so many things in this world trying to pull me away constantly from God. So when I watch these movies with my kids, I'm going to be kind of walking them through it, helping them to see God's message in it. Because everything points to God, and I believe God does have a message in everything. So I'll be teaching them at a young age how to hear God and how to see Him. And don't even get me started on Santa. I could just go off on Santa, but anyway, 2 reasons why we really should not be telling our kids about Santa. First of all, we're lying to them their whole life, right? And then when they find out, they're just going to lose trust, subconsciously or consciously. Let's say they find out from a friend they're going to be thinking, well, my friend told me the truth. My parents lied to me. Who am I going to listen to now? And then the parent really loses control. Right? This happens subconsciously, sometimes consciously. And the most important reason why we should not tell our kids about Santa or lie to our kids about Santa is it's taking away the focus from God. We have these kids worshiping and praying to and thanking Santa for these presents and being good, not for goodness sake, like the song says, but for Santa, and so that they can receive presents. So today I really couldn't stop thinking about it, and it hurts my soul to see like what we've made this holiday that should be holy. It should be a holy day. That's where holiday comes from. But it's not. It's become mainstream and defiled. Yeah. So I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I hope you celebrated Jesus' birth.